Sawasdee good morning and thank you for joining us for the morning edition of NBT World Brief. You're with me, Surapan Lautaranarit. Today marks the final stretch before Thailand's general election on Sunday, February 8th, with several political parties set to hold their last major campaign rallies in Bangkok. The Phumchai Thai Party will kick off its rally at the Queen Sirikit National Convention Center starting at 4 p.m. At the same time, the People's Party will hold its event at the Thai-Japanese Bangkok Youth Center in the Dindang area. The Democrat Party will begin its rally at 1 Bangkok from 5 p.m., while the Thai Khao Mai Party will gather supporters at the Arabic Plaza in Jatuchak Park. This will be followed by the Pheu Thai Party's final rally at the Thep Hasadin Stadium near the National Stadium BTS station at 5:30 p.m. Meanwhile, the National Police Chief, Police General Kitrat Panpet, says more than 120,000 officers have been deployed nationwide to ensure security and transparency during the election and referendum process. Police General Kitrat emphasized that all units have been ordered to safeguard polling stations and the public, particularly in high-risk areas, including the southern border provinces and along the Thai-Cambodian border. Authorities are also closely monitoring highly competitive constituencies across police regions 1 through 9. Most reported violations so far involve vandalism of campaign posters rather than vote buying. The National Police Chief reaffirmed that police are fully prepared to maintain order before, during, and after Election Day, including securing ballot boxes after polls close to ensure the election is conducted with the highest level of transparency. Thai authorities have launched a major crackdown on illicit cigarettes in the southern province of Songkhla, arresting dozens of suspects and seizing contraband worth billions of baht in unpaid taxes and fines. This is the moment a special task force from the Department of Provincial Administration raided suspected illegal cigarette distribution sites in Songkhla province. Officers carried out coordinated searches at 4 locations. In some areas, suspects were caught red-handed while loading illegal cigarettes from warehouses onto trucks for delivery to retail outlets. Officials raided targets in Hat Yai district, arrested 14 suspects, and seized more than 2,000 cases, or around 20 million cigarettes. The operation uncovered estimated tax losses of more than 67 million baht, with potential fines exceeding 1 billion baht. Following the operation, Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul announced the results, stressing the government's commitment to cracking down on all forms of illegal goods, particularly illicit cigarettes.
รถคอนเทนเนอร์จบสิ้นกันมันเป็นการกระทำที่อุกอาจมากเลยซึ่งตรงนี้ทางกระทรวงมหาดไทยก็จะต้องแจ้งไปยังสำนักงานตำรวจแห่งชาติให้เร่งทำการขยายผลของพวกนี้ต้องทำเป็นกระบวนการแล้วก็ต้องมีวงเงินอย่างมากในการที่จะเก็บรักษานะครับแล้วก็ดำเนินของผิดกฎหมายเหล่านี้มาทำในการในประเทศได้
Authorities said the operation followed complaints from local residents about widespread illegal cigarette sales. Investigators found the network used kiosks as fronts, with cigarettes delivered from nearby warehouses and distributed wholesale across several provinces. The group also sold products online and used trucks and private logistics firms to ship nationwide. Suspects have been charged under excise tax and customs laws and handed over to police in Hat Yai, Tung Lung, and Klong Hoi Kong, as authorities continue to pursue the ringleaders. Thailand's headline inflation remained in negative territory in January, marking its 10th straight month of contraction, driven mainly by lower energy prices, while authorities insist there are still no signs of deflation. The Trade Policy and Strategy Office, or TPSO, said Thailand's headline inflation fell 0.66% year-on-year in January, marking the 10th straight month in negative territory since April last year. Officials said the decline was mainly due to lower energy prices, including fuel and electricity, along with government cost of living measures and price promotions, while food prices rose slightly. Despite prolonged negative inflation, the TPSO stressed there are no signs of deflation, noting that core inflation continues to rise and overall prices are still adjusting upward amid weak purchasing power. Cash flow during the general election campaign is expected to have only a limited impact on inflation. Looking ahead, inflation is expected to remain negative in February, but turn positive in the second quarter, with full-year inflation projected at between 0 and 1%. However, after the election this weekend, if a new cabinet is formed and economic policies are implemented in concrete terms, Thailand's inflation rate is expected to turn positive from the second quarter onward. This would keep full-year inflation within the 0 to 1% range, with a midpoint of 0.5%. The TPSO added that the election is expected to have only a limited impact on inflation.
การเลือกตั้งนี้มีผลยังไงบ้างไหมคะต่ออัตราเงินเฟ้อค่ะ
ก็คิดว่าไม่กระทบมากนะคะก็คือเพราะว่ามันเป็นช่วงสั้นมากเลยนะคะแล้วก็เงินที่หมุนเวียนในระบบอย่างถูกต้องเนี่ยก็คือจะมีส่วนน้อยถ้าเทียบกับคนละครึ่ง plus เนี่ยคือคนละครึ่ง plus เนี่ยลงไปก็มีผล 80,000 ล้านใช่ไหมแต่นี้คือเราคาดว่าเงินที่ลงไปในระบบของการเลือกตั้งเนี่ยก็รู้สึกจะ10,000 กว่าล้านเองนะ 12,000 ล้านเนี่ยเพราะฉะนั้นมันก็กระทบไม่มากนะคะ
Valentine's Day spending in Thailand is expected to reach a 6-year high this year, with Generation X emerging as the biggest spenders, boosted by an upbeat political climate and a rebound in tourism. The University of the Thai Chamber of Commerce, or UTCC, expects Valentine's Day spending in 2026 to reach about 2.9 billion baht, up 7.4% from last year and the highest in 6 years. UTCC President Thanawat Phonvichai said the forecast is based on a nationwide survey of 1,280 respondents, reflecting a more upbeat mood than in recent years. Average spending per person is expected to be 2,400 baht, with gift spending averaging around 1,300 baht. Generation X is projected to spend the most. The survey shows Gen Z plans to spend about 1,000 baht on gifts, Gen Y around 1,300 baht, while Gen X tops the list at around 1,500 baht. Nearly half of the respondents say they plan to celebrate by dining out. Mr. Thanawat says spending sentiment is supported by the pre-election political atmosphere and a recovery in tourism, particularly the return of foreign visitors. Despite higher prices, most still plan to spend as Valentine's Day falls on a weekend and government stimulus measures remain in place. The survey also shows that most respondents view Valentine's Day as moderately important, while Gen Z places the highest importance on the occasion. Nearly 70% expect to feel happy during the period, with most funding their spending from personal allowances and savings. SAKON province is inviting visitors to celebrate Chinese New Year at the annual Trut Thai Sakon Festival, showcasing the multicultural heritage of Thai, Chinese, and Vietnamese communities. This year's event is organized by local authorities in SAKON, the Tourism Authority of Thailand's Nakhon Phanom office, associations of Thai people of Chinese and Vietnamese descent, as well as public and private sector partners. A press conference was held at the city square to announce the festival, which will take place from February 17th to 19th at the SAKON Municipal City Square. The venue will be transformed into a food and music festival to celebrate the Chinese New Year. One highlight is the free distribution of mee sua, noodles that symbolize longevity and are believed to bring good health and long life to those who eat them. Activities include a cultural food street representing the three ethnic communities, Thai, Chinese, and Vietnamese, along with OTOP product booths and cultural performances. The area will also be decorated with Chinese lanterns, Vietnamese lanterns, and indigo-dyed Thai SAKON lanterns, reflecting the long-standing cultural diversity and harmonious coexistence of communities in SAKON NAKHON. And that is it for our morning news report. You can stay updated with the latest developments and more stories by simply scanning the QR code on your screen to access our full coverage across all media platforms. Have a nice day. I'm Suraphal Lautharanarit. สวัสดีครับ